Putting your data to work quickly and efficiently is critical for business growth. Significant effort is spent organizing complex and large amounts of data. This is done to make the most relevant data available across the business. However, data professionals still have to spend a lot of time to find and access data that they need. This leaves less time to actually use that data for analytics. Enterprises often standardize definitions of business concepts so that your data is described uniformly and easily understood across your enterprise. Business terms are used to describe the content, subject, purpose, and sensitivity of data. With data virtualization, you can utilize business terms when creating virtual data assets to retain or capture the meaning of the original data. In this video, you will see how the integration of data virtualization with Watson Knowledge Catalog in IBM Cloud Pak for Data presents a solution for organizing your data. Before you can virtualize data based on terms, a business glossary must be set up, and term assignments must already have been established to data assets from new or existing connections. You can use the navigation menu to access the business glossary. Terms can be added to the business glossary manually or by importing files containing the terms together with a detailed definition, related terms, and related artifacts. In our example, we have a category called hospital with an applicable set of business terms. There are a couple of ways to establish term assignments for data assets, data discovery being one. Use the navigation menu to access data discovery. Data assets from data source connections can be cataloged using automated discovery. Connections to the data sources in your enterprise that you want to virtualize over must be defined in Watson Knowledge Catalog. Here, we already have connections to a few data sources. Business terms can be assigned to those data assets automatically during this process. Optionally, terms can be assigned to data assets manually. This data source already had data discovery run on it, and so we can virtualize tables from it. As an alternative to data discovery, data assets can be added as connected assets, and a term can be assigned in that process. Choose the option after you have opened the default catalog if you want to add assets using this approach. Now, let us see how to virtualize data using the business terms that were assigned to the source tables. As the first step, you will add the data sources to data virtualization. You will do this in the Data Sources menu option. Remember that these are the same data sources with assets that had terms assigned during or after discovery. Next, you will use the Virtualize option to see the available tables. You will notice that for those tables corresponding to data assets with assigned terms, the assigned business terms are shown in a column. You can view the pertinent details for any of the listed business terms by clicking on the link in the tooltip. Let's choose two tables to virtualize to demonstrate how you apply business terms to rename your virtual object or its columns. We see several tables and columns matching the search pattern employee. Let's select the matching table with the assigned term employee expense. For our second table, we'd like to pick a table matching the name patient that has been curated and confirmed to be the one of interest. So we'll filter by business terms. In the cart, We will rename the employee expense table to be created using the term that was assigned to its source table. The table name can be further updated if multiple tables have been assigned the same business term and you want to keep them unique. For the patient table, we update the name to be a variation of the term assigned to the source table. A new name can be typed into the field as well. Next, we will edit the columns for each table. We see that by default, the original technical names have been retained. However, we can choose the option to replace all column names by business terms. If necessary, we can select a subset of columns. For this table, we will keep all the columns. Note that you can selectively choose to keep the technical name or pick one of the other terms for columns with multiple business terms shown. You can also further update the column name appropriately if multiple columns are assigned the same business term. For the patient table, we do the same. We find one column did not have a business term assigned, and for our purposes, we would then like to omit that column. Now that we have updated the tables as we would like, let's go ahead and select the option to virtualize them. Having successfully virtualized the tables, we can review the result under My Virtualized Data. We see that the patient table has been assigned a new name. The column names are based on the business terms, and we find that the pharmacy column without an assigned term has indeed been omitted. We see that an employee expense table has been created and all column names have been replaced by the camel case business term names. Note that in this example, we use the default virtualization mode. You can configure with a strict virtualization mode to enforce the use of business terms for selecting tables and columns to virtualize. For more information, refer to the product documentation. You can see how the use of business terms with data in the enterprise can help with your governance needs. You can use business terms to translate from technical or obscure table and column names to terminology that holds meaning for your business users. Map your data asset to an accessible definition. To link assets that have similar data or show columns with similar data. To apply data protection policies and rules to similar data. Data virtualization, together with a collaborative enterprise asset catalog, can be used to discover and catalog enormous volumes of complex data spread across multiple sources. It provides advanced governance features for finding, understanding, trusting, and sharing data in a compliant manner. To learn more about using business terms with virtualized data and other data governance features that you can use with data virtualization, see our other videos in the series. For more information, visit us on the web link shown here.